Hi everyone, Sheree here. Today I'm going to create a page for my Felicity Jane Note to Self binder using the gorgeous new Harper kit, and this is all to do with our gratitude journaling challenge this month over at Felicity Jane. You can find this free printable journaling prompt list in the Felicity Jane store under the Harper banner where you find all the Harper kit goodies, and you can just download this for free to use. It just gives you a great list here, little prompts to get you going with your journaling about gratitude. It comes in the A5 size as well as the 3x8 size, and it's also available in a beautiful floral design as well. So if you want to join in with our journaling challenge this month, we'd love you to. Head on over there and grab that printable for yourself. Okay, so my Note to Self binder, I absolutely love this binder. There are still some available in the Felicity Jane store. It's made for A5 size pages. Throughout this year I've been gradually adding to this, just little bits and pieces, things to do with my goals, things that I'm enjoying, all that sort of thing. So you can see there about being kind to yourself, just a lovely day at the beach, things like that. So I really want to add my journaling prompts to my binder. So that's what I'll be adding it to. Just pop that out the way. I do have the grid papers, which are available in the Felicity Jane store. So they're A5 size, but I wanted sort of a 1.5 page. We do now have these 3x8 page protectors available in the Felicity Jane store, and I love using this size. Sometimes you don't have enough info to fill up another page, and sometimes a half page is what you need. So I'm planning on using that page protector for my journaling today. So my journaling I have printed out using Photoshop. So I made sure I got all the spacing and everything right first, and then I used one of those grid papers. I just used washi tape to stick it over the top of that printed version that I'd done before, just so that I could position that how I wanted it to look. And now I'll be able to trim that down to the 3x8 size to use in this page protector. So my photos will be going on this side of the page. I've got lots of goodies from the Harper kit to use. Some of those cardstock frames. I've got some die cuts here, that little bird, a floral piece, a little heart, and that cute tag in that mustard colour. I've got one of those gorgeous felt felt leaves in that dark grey. And then I'm using the gorgeous puffy alphabet stickers for my title today. I'm really loving this font, it's just beautiful. So I've got the title Little Moments already spelled out onto some wax paper there, ready to go. And I've also got one of those little chipboard tags as well to use on this spread, and a couple of strips of that mustard polka dot paper ready to use. Okay, so I've got my photos here. I'm going to go ahead and trim those down so that they fit inside the frames there. So all this extra bit hanging over the edge will be gone shortly. I'll do that off camera before I get started on the rest. So I'll pop you on fast forward and show you what I've got planned. Okay, so that first photo is done and the frame is adhered onto the front there. So I'm just going to do that second photo. I like to just adhere one side of the frame first and then stick the other ones down when I know it's lined up properly. So I'll add a bit more double-sided tape on the back of that one so that it's ready to stick down onto the page. First up, I'm going to add those strips of the mustard polka dot paper down the right side of the journaling page, and then I'll also add another strip down the left side of that first A5 sized page. Okay, so that's done. I'm now going to just trim off that end, and now I can start organizing how I want everything to appear on the page. So I'm going to slightly overlap those two frames together, and then I've got that mustard tag with some twine tied onto the top there, just overlapping them together as I go down the page. So I'm going to stick those ones down now. I've just got double-sided tape on the back of each of these things. That second one going on there now, and then I can also stick that tag down. And then I'm going to grab my sewing machine and I'm going to stitch down each of those pattern paper strips, and I'm going to add some messy stitching to the side of that tag as well, which you can just see there. Alright, so now I can start creating a little embellishment cluster onto that mustard coloured tag. So I've got that chipboard tag there that says blessed. I've got the beautiful felt leaf there, and I've got some red line tape on the back of that just to make sure it's held nice and secure. So just using the bird die cut to help with the positioning there. Now I've got a floral die cut which I want to tuck underneath that, and I've got a foam dot behind that one just to lift it up off the page a little, and there's also a foam dot behind that bird die cut as well. Alright, so that little cluster is done. So next up I'm going to add this stamped phrase. It says start and end each day with a grateful heart. So that's from the Harper stamp set. So I'm just going to grab my block and my ink and a piece of scrap paper. So I'll do a couple of little test stamps first just to make sure I've got enough ink on the stamp. So I'll do another one there. So that's looking good, but then I realised I needed to reposition the stamp on the block so that I didn't risk getting any ink onto that bird or the tag. So just having another little practice there. And then I'm going to stamp it roughly in the centre at the bottom of that first page. Okay. So that is done. I'm just going to tuck that twine in underneath that floral die cut just to keep it in place. And now I can go ahead and add my title. I really love the font of these gold foil letter stickers. So I'll grab my T-square ruler, and that'll just help me to line all of the letters up nice and straight. And you can see there the title is now done. I'm just going to add one of those tiny little heart stickers to that chipboard tag. And now I can go and move over to the journaling side of this spread. So I've got a little die cut heart that I'm adding to the top there with a foam dot, and I'm going to layer another one of those little gold hearts on top of that, just on the side. And then all I'll need to do is stamp the date down the bottom. So I'm just reaching for my Felicity Jane roller date stamp, and that's going right at the bottom there. So now this spread is ready to go into my binder. So I'll just grab that. I'll find that 3x8 page protector as well to stick into the album, and I'm really happy with how this one's turned out, and I look forward to adding to this as time goes on. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing this one come together today. Please let me know if you've got any questions. Just pop it down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. As always, I'll leave a link to Felicity Jane down below, and I hope you'll join us in this gratitude journaling challenge this month. We can't wait to see what you come up with. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.